Hey guys, and welcome to today's yoga flow. Today we're going to work on a yoga flow for our split stretch. So if you have blocks, it'd be a good idea to take them out. They're great props to help us. And also if you have a strap, take a strap, or you can use like the robe of your bathrobe, even that would work. They just make it a bit easier to get into your splits. They're great and so useful. So if you have them, go grab, or you can even grab like pillows, or if you have like a pillow kind of in a block shape, you can go and get that. So when you're ready, come to sit with your feet touching, pulsing your legs up and down. You can see how high my hips are at the moment, like how tight they are because my legs are up so high. So we're going to try bring these down to the ground. So just pulsing up and down. Warming up your hip joints here. So we want to release some synovial fluid, which is like egg white fluid. So it builds it up in our hip joints and it allows our body to be more flexible. So just warming up, breathing in and out through your nose, allowing yourself to become present on your mat here today. Tuning into the body, noticing how you feel. And keeping your inhale even in length with your exhale. Keep going, just pulsing up and down. Just tuning into what feels good, going at your own speed. You don't have to do it fast, you can do it slow. You can see that my knees are down much more to the floor, so that's good. So we're just going to pulse for another few breaths. And when you're ready, on your next exhale, you're just going to apply pressure on your forearms, trying to bring your legs down onto the mat. Breathing in and out through your nose. Nice controlled breaths. Try not to round your spine here, just keeping that nice and straight. You don't want to compromise your spine. And when you're ready, you can release and just see the progress that your legs have made, which is amazing. So when you're ready, bringing your feet onto the mat, your knees out in front of you, and just swish your legs to the left hand side and then your legs to the right hand side. So just alternating. Again, this is great for our hip joints. Just doing it a few times. Facing which side you're turning. So these are my go-to stretches for doing the splits. I was doing the splits for a couple of weeks consistently, split stretching for a couple of weeks consistently, and I was so close to getting them. I was like this much off the ground, but I stopped stretching then for a couple of weeks because I went on holidays and I got out of my routine, and now I'm back to kind of to square one, which is a bit annoying, but look, we move. So when you're ready, we're going to come onto our knees. Bring our wrists in line with our shoulders, our knees in line with our heels. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, gaze forward. Exhale, round in your upper back, chin comes to chest. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, gaze forward. Exhale, round in your upper back, chin comes to chest. So just doing this a few times. Just waking up your spine here. Getting a nice stretch. Noticing how good it feels in the body. And when you're ready, tucking your toes, lifting your knees, pushing up into your downward facing dog. Begin to pedal out in your first downward facing dog. So again, just waking up your leg muscles if we feel a bit stiff. Your bum is being drawn up towards the sky. You're pushing up through your hands. Your back is nice and straight in line with your head. And just breathe in here. So when you're ready, bending that right knee, flexing that left foot down onto the mat. Taking 3 breaths here in your single downward facing dog stretch. Breathe in and exhaling any discomfort you may be feeling. And when you're ready, alternating the stretch so the right foot goes down onto the ground, bending that left knee in. Again, taking 3 breaths on this side. And then when you're ready, pedal back out in your downward facing dog. Drop your knees down onto the mat. Cross your legs behind you. Come down to lie on your mat. So we're going to warm up our hamstrings here in this pose. So this is a good time to come and take your strap. But you don't need your strap either. It's up to you. You can hold on. So lying down on your mat. If you don't have a strap, you can interlace your hands behind your right thigh. And just flex your right leg up and flex it down. So inhale to flex, exhale to bring it down. But you can also use your strap. So just bringing your strap around your foot. So exhale to release, inhale to lengthen. Exhale, release, inhale to lengthen. So repeating this for a few times, warming up that right hip joint. Breathe in. You might be feeling this a lot in your hamstring. And when you're ready, you can release your right leg down onto the mat. This time either interlacing your hands behind the left thigh or bringing that strap around your left foot. Exhale to bend the knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to bend. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to bend. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to bend. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to bend, inhale to lengthen. Few more times at your own pace. And when you're ready, exhale, releasing that left leg down, bringing that strap back over the left. Bring that right leg up, extended. Also, you can hold on to your right thigh, up to you. And just trying to hold your leg nice and straight. And on each exhale, just trying to bring it in towards your upper body, towards your head. But just breathe and not pushing it too far, just noticing what feels good for your body. Just trying to see on every exhale, can you come in a little bit deeper? And when you're ready, exhale, release. This time swapping over to the left hand side, so doing the same on the left leg, bringing your hands behind your left thigh and extending your left leg and just drawing it in towards your head or holding onto your strap on your left foot and just drawing it in. Nice and slowly. Breathe in, taking 4 breaths here. And exhale, releasing that left leg down. Come up to sitting. You can remove your strap now, you no longer need it. Inhale, reaching your arms up. Exhale, fold them forward, trying to grab the lower part of your legs or your feet if you can. And just breathe in here, trying to keep your spine nice and straight as well. On every exhale, seeing can you come a little bit deeper into the stretch. Breathe in here for 4 more breaths. Feeling a full stretch in both your legs. Again, not trying to round our spine too much, trying to keep it nice and straight. And when you're ready, exhale, releasing. Crossing your legs, coming back to your downward facing dog. Pushing up into your downward facing dog. Pedal out here for a breath. And when you're ready, on your next inhale, reach that right leg up into a 3-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, bring that right leg in and through, your hands on front. Lower that right foot down. Exhale, release that left knee, untuck the left toes. Inhale, reaching up into your low lunge. And just exhale, sinking deeper into that right hip joint. Here's an option to come and take your blocks, but you don't need it necessarily. You can leave your hands resting on your legs or coming with your block. But just making sure your upper torso is sitting on your hips and just sinking deeper into those hip joints if you can. Breathe in here. Taking a few breaths. On every exhale, releasing any tension that you may be feeling. And when you're ready, straightening out that right leg, pushing back on that right heel, lowering down, coming into your half split. Imagine you're drawing that right heel down into the mat, drawing it down towards your hips. Breathing again, we want nice controlled breaths. We don't want to be holding our breath because that's going to send signals to our brain to not release and relax the body. It's going to stay in a stress state if we hold our breath. So what we want to do is we want to bring our breath even in length, our inhale even in length with our exhale. So it will send signals to our brain saying that we can relax and we can let that muscle relax too. And when you're ready, we're going to bend back into that right leg, but we're going to do a few pulses. So into your low lunge, back to your half split. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, 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 half split. Inhale to your low lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. So you can really feel those muscles working in this pose. We also want to strengthen the muscles as well as stretching them out. And repeating this a few more times. Just noticing how good it feels in the body. And when you're ready, coming back to your low lunge, planting your hands onto your blocks or onto the ground, or you can hold your hands on your right foot. You're just going to tuck those left toes, lift that left knee and drop it back down. Lift the left knee and drop it back down. So just doing a few pulses here. This is going to strengthen the left hip flexor and also deepen our stretch into our right hip joint. And just doing a few, you might feel a burning sensation. And stop if you feel like you need to, if it's hurting you too much. And when you're ready, planting your hands down on the mat, tuck those left toes, lift that left knee. Step back with that right foot to meet the left. Pedal out here for a breath, inhale. And exhale, inhale. And exhale. So this time we're going to reach that left leg up into a three-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, bend that left knee, bringing it in between your hands, planting it on the mat. Drop the right knee, untuck the right toes. Take your yoga blocks, coming into your low lunge, or resting your hands on your left knee. Breathe in here. Drawing our upper body to sit on our hips, so we don't want to be folding forward. Breathe in here. Taking a few breaths. Exhale, releasing the tension, sinking deeper into that left hip joint. Allowing our body to sit into that left hip joint. Breathing through any discomfort you may be feeling. Nice controlled breaths. And when you're ready, pushing into that left heel, straightening that left leg, coming down into your half split and breathing here for a couple of breaths. You might feel a bit sweaty from this split stretch. It is hard, like when your muscles are tight, but we're doing something. It's not as glamorous as it looks, stretching isn't, so don't be worrying about how you feel. Just tuning into your body. Keeping that inhale even length with our exhale, so we can send signals to our brain to tell our brain we can relax our muscles. When you're ready, bending back into that left hip joint and then straightening back out. So doing our few pulses. So low lunge, inhale, exhale, half split. Inhale, low lunge, exhale, half split. Inhale to low lunge, exhale to half split. Inhale to low lunge, exhale to half split. Inhale to your low lunge, exhale, half split. Inhale, low lunge, exhale, half split. Repeating a few times. Noticing how good it feels in your body. Making sure you're coming into that low lunge and you're not half-assing it, shall I say. And when you're ready, coming back to your low lunge, move your blocks, plant your hands down, tuck the right toe, lift the right knee, step back with that left foot to meet the right. Pedal out here for a breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach that right leg up this time. Exhale, bend that right knee, bringing that right foot outside the right hand this time. Pulsing up and back with that left foot. And when you're ready, lowering that left knee down on the mat, untuck the left toes, coming into your lizard lunge here. Keeping your hands planted here, your shoulders down away from your ears, your chest is lifted. And breathing for a couple of breaths. Staying this way, or you can come down to deepen the stretch, coming down onto your forearms. Or you can also place a block under that right foot to come into a deeper stretch. And again, bringing your hands planted, or you can lower down onto your forearms. And just breathing. Maybe swaying from side to side. Just noticing what feels good in your body. Again, keeping your inhale even and length with your exhale. And when you're ready, coming back up onto your hands, remove the block from your foot. If you were doing that variation, tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, step back with that right foot to meet the left. Coming into your downward facing dog, taking a breath here. And on your next inhale, reaching that left leg up into a three-legged downward facing dog. Bend that left leg, bringing it outside the left hand. Coming into your lizard lunge on the opposite side. Pulsing up and back with that right foot. Breathe in. And then exhale, release that right knee, untuck the right toes. Keeping your shoulders down away from your ears, your chest lifted towards the sky. Staying here if you feel comfortable, or coming down onto your forearms to deepen the stretch. Also option to bring that left foot up onto a yoga block if you want to deepen it even more. And lower down on your forearms again if you want to deepen it even more again. But just being happy where you are today, easing your body into this. We're not going to get the splits just off a few times doing this yoga class. It takes weeks and sometimes months to get your yoga, to get your splits. Taking 6 breaths here. Maybe swaying from side to side. And when you're ready, coming back up onto your hands, tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, stepping back with that right foot to meet the left. Coming back to your downward facing dog, pedal out here in your downward facing dog for a breath. And when you're ready, lower your knees down onto the mat. Bring your knees as wide as the long edges of the mat. Walk your hands out in front of you. Lower your upper body down onto the mat. And just taking a child pose here. Reconnecting with your breath. Lengthen your spine, so walking your hands out further if you can. And just taking 3 breaths here. When you're ready, coming back up onto your hands and your knees. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, coming back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, reach that right leg up. Exhale, bring that right leg in between your hands. This time we're not lowering that left foot down and just holding here in this lunge. And on your exhale, coming onto that right heel, straightening out that right leg. Inhale back to your low lunge. Exhale, straighten that leg. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale back to low lunge, step that right foot back to meet the left foot. Pedal out in your downward facing dog for a breath. Inhale, reach that left leg up. Exhale, bend that left leg, bring it in between your hands in front. Holding it here, and exhale, coming onto that left heel. Inhale, bend. Exhale, pushing back, straightening that left leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale to straighten. Inhale to bend. Exhale to straighten. Inhale to bend. Step back with that left foot to meet the right. Holding it in your downward facing dog for a breath. Walking your hands up to meet your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Allow your head to hang heavy. Bend your knees if you need to. Inhale, coming all the way up to standing vertebra by vertebra. Your head comes up last. So when you're ready, we're going to try coming to our splits now, using our blocks, or even take a cushion either to help you. So coming down nice and slowly, straightening out your legs. Let's bring your right leg out to the front. Take your blocks. Straighten that left leg back. Straighten that right leg out. Coming in nice and slowly. Noticing where you are. So this is my starting point. And I'm going to put my block underneath that right leg and allow my weight to sink down. So you can put a pillow under here. Maybe it might help if you scrunch it up a bit. So just breathe in here. Take in a few breaths in this pose. My body usually starts to sweat at this point because my body starts to panic. It's like, what's happening? This pose isn't safe. So we're just going to try control our breath, and that way we'll send signals to our body to say it's safe to come down. There's lovely rain. So guys, I live in Ireland and it's always raining here. So this is our summer. It's like mid-July and it's raining and nothing but clouds outside. Which is not fun, but there's nothing we can do about it, so we can't let it impact us. So taking a few breaths, sitting over your hip joints. Allowing our muscles to relax here. Okay, when you're ready, you can release. And you can see you might be down a lot deeper now. If I was to put the yoga block in, I wouldn't fit it under. So just breathe in. And when you're ready, releasing that right leg back up. This time we're going to do it on the left hand side. So bringing that left leg out in front of us, bring the right leg back and straightening out that left leg on front and shifting the right leg back down, keeping that right leg nice and straight behind you. On the left hand side, I'm a bit looser, so I can't put my yoga block under my left thigh. So I'm just going to hold myself a little bit on the blocks, but just allowing my body to release a little bit also. So not just holding it up completely on my hands, but just releasing my hands ever so slightly. And just taking a few breaths here. Breathe in. Nice and controlled breath. Think happy thoughts. Because I know sometimes our body begins to panic and we're like, we need to get ourselves out of this pose, it's hurting. But maybe sometimes it can be just a bit of discomfort. So just trying to distinguish between discomfort and pain. And when you're ready, releasing that left leg. So we're going to repeat it 2 more times on each side. So we're going to straighten our right leg back out, coming into the splits on our right hand side. Just to deepen our split stretch. Again, I can't fit that yoga block under the right leg. So I'm just going to allow my body to sit down, but just holding myself up on the blocks a little bit. Beginning to sweat now. But just breathing. And you can see I'm down a lot lower than I was at the beginning. When you're ready, releasing that right leg. And then alternating again on the left hand side. So I'm not timing how long I'm holding on each side. I'm just holding for a good few breaths, like more than 10 breaths. Usually if I was doing a stopwatch and I was doing this stretch on my own, I'd be holding on each side for 60 seconds. Just to get deeper into that stretch. Sitting back into the left hand side. And again, just allowing your body to release. You can turn your block and holding it this way. Seeing can you fit it under and just allowing that front leg to rest on the block. That'll allow your hips to sink deeper. Breathing through the discomfort. I'm feeling it all in my left hamstring. It's not a nice feeling, but I'm just breathing through the discomfort I'm feeling. And when you're ready, bringing that left leg back in. Oops, be careful. Nice and slowly moving. And then we're going to repeat this on each side now 1 more time. So this time straightening your right leg out 1 more time. Bringing that left leg straight behind you and slowly shuffling that right foot back out in front. And just sink it into your hips there. You can try bring that block on the opposite side to see can you come down deeper. And just breathing. Breathing through any discomfort you may be feeling. So you can see now how close I am to my splits. I'm so much closer. So hopefully after a few more weeks of stretching, I'll be able to sit my bum onto the ground. And when you're ready, release that right leg back up. And this time straighten out the left leg. Getting there nice and slowly. And again, maybe putting that block nice and flat. And breathing. Inhale, even in length with your exhale. And when you're ready, you can release that left leg. So that's as far as we're gonna go, guys. I don't change my split stretch. I do the same split stretch, this one, maybe 4 to 5 times a week. Again, as I said, I haven't done it for about 6 weeks. So maybe this week I've done it about 4 times now. So I'm going to continue to try and do about 4 to 5 times a week to get my split stretch. If you'd like to follow me along, I can do live yoga classes online on YouTube. I can do my split stretch every evening I do it. So if you'd like to join me and complete a yoga challenge, drop a comment below and I will be more than happy to bring you along with me. But thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a lovely day. Namaste. Thank you.